everybody. I hope you're all doing really well this week. So this past week I went with my sister to Sephora and I got several really awesome items, and some of them were kind of expensive, so I was excited to get them. And the first thing that I got that I wanted to show you guys is this really awesome set of 15 lip glosses by Bite Beauty. And this is a special like Sephora 15-year anniversary edition set. And so Bite Beauty is a company that I'd seen at Sephora for a long time, but I'd never really checked out because I didn't really know much about them. And recently I saw a video uploaded by one of the channels that I watch on YouTube. Glossy Confidential is the name of the channel, and she's an Australian makeup artist, and I enjoy watching her videos. And so she was talking about Bite Beauty and what they're all about, and apparently they are basically like food grade ingredients in lip products, because whatever you put on your lips you actually end up eating or ingesting, and so a lot of times the lip products that we use have a lot of chemicals that aren't good for us. So after I heard about that, I'm all about natural products if I can find them that are really awesome, and so I have wanted to try them. And one thing that I was a little disappointed by, even though a lot of the ingredients are really awesome on these, they still contained a lot of the food dyes that testing has linked to cancer. So like yellow 5, yellow 6, red 40, blue 1, and you know, if that matters to you, just know that they still contain the food dyes, but otherwise they're a really nice product. Other than the food dyes, everything else is pretty good for you. I think lots of oils and nutritious things, and in general I really like these glosses, and I want to actually swatch them for you quickly as I can. There's just lots of different colors. On the package it looks like there were a lot that were not very wearable, but in reality they ended up being pretty wearable. And I am not a fan of glosses that look really pigmented on the outside, but then when you actually use them they end up like clear or hardly with any pigmentation. But these actually have whatever pigmentation you see. So the first one is like a strawberry color, and so you see it looks pretty much like what it is in the thing. In the little tube. And then the second one, actually I may not have time to do all of these because I have several products to go over, but I just wanted to show you a few at least. This one is like a reddish with sparkle, and I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now. So you see it has plenty of pigmentation, and even the lighter colored ones, they're a lot of them are like a very creamy type formula where they end up looking really beautiful on your lips. Like that's one of the lightest ones, a creamy formula. And the formula is actually quite thick on the lips, I'd say. Kind of like long lasting and thick, so it is sort of sticky, but it's not, it kind of like coats your lips and then stays there. It's not like where it builds up like a lot of gloss on your lips where it's like your lips are constantly sticking together. It doesn't bother me at all, and they seem to be fairly long lasting, and they are sort of travel size, but I love how like sort of sleek they are. This is a NARS blush, so they're just a little taller than a NARS blush, and they just look really pretty, and the handle is like that same material as like the NARS, you know, that soft material. So anyway, I'm just really impressed with this product, and they haven't been drying on my lips or anything. There's just a huge selection of colors, and in fact I think I'm gonna actually end up wearing every single color. I thought there were maybe, you know, 4 or so that I wouldn't wear, but once I tried them all on, I like them all. There's a couple that are more purplish, but they're still interesting. Like I really like them once you put them on. So anyway, so I got that, and I highly recommend that because it was 50 bucks for 15 of those. So that ends up being just like a couple of bucks a piece, and for a really a product that has a lot of good ingredients for you, I think it's a great deal. I also stopped by the sale section at Sephora, and I picked up this little eyeshadow for $5. I think they're normally like 11 or 14 or something like that, but this is just like a really gorgeous little peach, and I will swatch it here for you. Sorry, I have some eyeliners on my hand from when I was swatching them a while back. I don't know if that showed up very well in this light, but it's just a really pretty peach. I love Sephora's shimmer type formula because it's not chalky or dusty or powdery, but and it's not metallic-y. I mean, at least the ones that I've tried, it's not super metallic, it's just very smooth, at least on this one. This one's gorgeous. It is called Sunkissed number 78, and it's just kind of a light peachy shade, which is beautiful like on the lid for summer especially. So I picked that up, and then I saw this by the register, and I swatched it, and I thought, holy cow, these are the Sephora like the moon baked eyeshadows that they've had. This one is called In the Heat, and I swatched it, and let me show you. I am barely touching that, and look, I literally barely touched it. So let me do a little harder. Look at that. Look at the pigmentation on that. That's gorgeous. And like this yellow golden one, look at that. Like every single shade in this thing, here's like a plummy one, is beautiful. Here, let me see if it'll focus. Every single shade is completely gorgeous. I absolutely am like in love with this little palette. I think it's just completely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the amazing thing about it is that they're normally like around, I think, $26. And like the ones that they have out now that are new are like 26 bucks. This was $11 on sale. $11. So I can't believe that's like less than, I mean, there's like 10 different colors in here, and you can use these wet or dry. So I totally recommend running to your Sephora and seeing if they have these, or calling and asking them if they have them. They had them in the sales section. There's like a little end place where they put sale stuff at my Sephora, and then they had them also up by the register. So that's like one of the best deals at Sephora I've seen in a long time. These are gorgeous eyeshadows. So go check that out if you are interested. Totally recommend. And then I also got, and this was like totally like a splurge thing that I didn't need and I shouldn't have gotten, but I just saw it. I've seen it online a lot, but for some reason I just never really noticed it in the store until this day that I went, and I had to get it. It's the NARS and God Created the Woman eye palette. So, this is just it comes in actually a set where it came with like a travel size of their eye primer and then a little blending brush, which is actually pretty nice. It's sort of big, but it's the bristles are kind of stiff and like really good for blending stuff out. But the little palette, and I'll show you why I got it, I just thought, goodness gracious, what a perfect little palette. It has a highlight shade over here, which is shimmery, and it's like really close to my skin tone, so it's not a highlight shade that just stands out as like vavoom, you know, like sometimes I don't like those like really light colored highlight shades because they almost look too 1990s or something. So I think that that's beautiful. It's sort of peachy tone, and then there is two matte shades in the middle here, a nice dark brown, and then a almost cool tone light brown, which is perfect for over my lid. It shows up really nicely. It's not too light or anything. And then there's like a shimmery medium brown shade. Let's see if that'll focus for you guys. Let me swatch this for you too so you can see. It's just a nice light shade. I hope this shows up really well. And let me swatch this one. So it shows up with plenty of pigmentation, as you can see. And then this one is over here. And then, and this one is plenty dark. Like this dark one is gorgeous. And then there's one that has some glitter over in this corner. It's more warm tone, and then it's got the gold glitter, and then this one is super dark. It's like almost black. It's dark brown, but it's almost black, and you can really, the pigmentation is amazing. You can use any smoky eye. I actually use this palette for my eye look today, and it's just gorgeous to work with for doing a smoky eye, this darkest shade. So I just thought, what a versatile little palette. I mean, it almost reminded me of the Naked Basics palette, only there are some shimmer shades. Half of why I loved it so much is because it is so stinking sleek. Like, this is the NARS blush. So it's as tall as a NARS blush and just slightly longer. And then the packaging is just so sleek feeling, and it feels so nice. It's so tiny. This is my Naked Basics palette. So it's tinier and like more sleek than the Naked Basics palette. It's just so tiny and cute, and it has so many like beautiful shades. I loved it. So I picked it up, and I've been using it since I got that, and I really think it's so adorable. I love little tiny things, and I just thought it was just such an adorable, perfect little set of like a couple of really awesome shadows. So I got that, and then I got a blush that I've been wanting for a long time, but I never picked it up, and that is NARS Deep Throat Blush. And I tell you, this is like my new favorite color blush. Like, it is such a beautiful color, and let me swatch it here for you. It is just, let me put it on my hand, see if you can tell. I don't know how how this is going to show up with the lighting right now, if it's going to seem washed out or not, but it's just a really beautiful peachy pink shade. It doesn't have like a lot of shimmer or anything, but it is like a beautiful like sheen a little bit to it. So it's really not completely matte, so it's not just going to be like flat on your face. Like it does have like a glowiness to it, but it's not like shimmery particles in it. And I love this so much better than NARS Orgasm. Like I don't mind NARS Orgasm, but I just don't know why there's like such a huge hype about it to me. I don't love it as much. Like I like this better actually. So that's a beautiful blush. If you've never checked it out, you should check it out at Sephora because it's awesome. And then let's see, the last, Josie Marin, I got this coconut watercolor cheek jelly. So I watch the blog Musings of a Muse like every day. I read her blog because she usually talks about a lot of products that come out, and I usually like what she has to say about them. And these are like, they're like coconut water and argan oil make up like half of it or something like that, and it's like a jelly kind of texture. It's hard to explain. It's just like squishy sort of, but almost like a hard gel kind of. And so you rub your hand around, and then you this, I hope I didn't already have some of the other blush. This was where I had swatched that other one. The pigmentation, you can build it up, but it's like a very subtle sort of a color. And I haven't had a chance to actually use this yet, but this was one of the ones that seemed to have more pigmentation. And Musings of a Muse, she said that it really the staining power lasts a really long time, and it just looks like a completely natural blush. So I just thought what a beautiful thing like to have for summer, and and like when I'm wearing like a BB cream and trying to do like a lighter skin look, I thought this would be really nice. So I'm excited to check that out. And the color that I got is called Getaway Red. So I'll have to let you guys know how I like that once I've had a chance to try it. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys about, which I'm just going to mention here because I want to do a full review of it, is the Smashbox. And I actually didn't pick this up last week. I picked it up a couple weeks ago. But this is the Smashbox Heatwave eyeshadow palette, and they sell it at Sephora too. And it's just got the most gorgeous set of colors. I think color-wise, this is maybe my favorite palette that I have because it's just so amazing. If you like, especially warm, all the ones on top are warm tone colors, and all the ones on bottom, there's like a green and a blue, and like a muted green, a muted blue, and a muted purple that are just really, really beautiful shades. And then like a highlight shade and a really deep shade. There's just so many things you can do with this, and it comes with a dual-ended brush, which is really actually nice for a palette brush, and really versatile, and a huge mirror here. So I am excited about this, and I have been using it so that I could do a full review. So I will be adding that hopefully sometime soon. I'll be able to video it and get it uploaded. But anyway, so that concludes this haul, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or any questions about the products that I got, please let me know. I love to hear from you guys. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!